This reading is for Warren, and his question was, when will I find love? So for your reading, I've used the original Rider-Waite Tarot deck. And I'll be utilizing the How Do I Find Love spread. This is a 6-card spread. The first one represents you now. The second card is the kind of love that you need. The third card is what you must express. The fourth one is what you must give. The fifth one is what you must take. And finally, the last card is how you will find love. So before we do the reading, I'd just like to do a quick prayer. I ask upon my angels and my guides to please be in contact with Warren's angels and guides. May you please provide a clear and accurate reading. I also call upon Archangel Michael to please surround me in white light, so that may only divine messages come through. So the first card, again, was the You Now card, and for that card you got the Wheel of Fortune. So this card represents that currently you're in a time where there's changes happening in your life. You're shifting your focus a little bit. What I'm thinking is happening here for you is that you're concentrating a little bit more right now on who you are as opposed to who you are with. So you're working on yourself a little bit more, kind of discovering yourself a little bit more right now. The second card that we have here, and that's the kind of love that you need. And for that card, you got the Page of Cups. Now, Cups reflects to emotion. And this one here is kind of telling you that in your relationship, you really need to have a strong emotional connection in order for you to feel fulfilled and engaged. It's not the physical that is important to you in a relationship. You really need to have that emotional connection. In the third card, and that's what you must express, you got the Knight of Sword reverse. Now, the Knight of Sword normally represents having haste, rushing into things, I guess, maybe. And in this reverse relationship, it's kind of saying that you must make sure that this relationship that you're getting in, like that you are in, is something that is suiting you and your needs. Now, sword normally kind of reflects logics, and because it's in a reverse position, it's telling me that you got to make sure that you're not logical about this. Now, I know when we did this reading, we're actually face to face, and you referred to your list of requirements. And based on our conversation, I do agree that that needs to go, because you can't be about it too logical. Since you need that emotional connection, that's what's important for you. So you got to really make sure that in your relationship, you are being properly emotionally fulfilled. The fourth card that you got, and that one is what you must give. And for that one, you got the Justice card. Now, we were discussing when this one here came up, and you've been very giving. You've given every relationship you get into, you've been giving it your all, and with your other relationships around you. And what I want you to ask yourself is, are you being fair to yourself? Are you taking proper care of yourself as well? You should always love yourself first before you can extend that love into others. And I think that's where the justice, the fairness is you got to be able, you got to be more fair to yourself. Now, the fifth card here, and that's what you must take. And for this card, you got the Six of Sword. So the Six of Sword talks about transition. Now, the approach that you've had towards finding love has not served you. You've been placing yourself into a relationship that have left you hurt. It's time for you to change your approach and your tactic. There's need to be a transition here. Then the sixth card, which is how you will find love. And for this card, you got the Eight of Wand reversed. Now, the Eight of Wand normally talks about movement, but because this is in the reverse position, it's kind of saying try to stop the movement, try to be so aggressive into seeking out love and let it come to you. You won't miss out on finding your soulmate. It's impossible. If you guys come across, you're gonna come across and it's gonna connect, and you're gonna kind of attract to each other, right? So you don't have to be so aggressive in seeking your love connection. And yeah, like with the most of the reading, it sounds anyways that you need to kind of concentrate on yourself first. You need to love yourself before you can love someone else. So Warren, this is your reading, and I hope that you enjoy it. If you'd like to find out more about this reading or about any other readings like this one, please visit thedivinesolution.blogspot.ca.